she's a fully integrated person. She talks about diversity and lives it and adheres to it. And I think that's one of the reasons why she's such a great leader with diversity.
She's very family-centered in what she does, and she brings that perspective to our program. She started a new clinic called Family-Centered Services for Children on the Autism Spectrum.
One of the principles that she adheres to is this idea of family-centered care, where you include the family really in everything, in administering the therapy, in coming up with objectives for therapy, even in making plans for the different therapy sessions. And so she's actually training her students to do those things.
When I was in her clinic, I told her, I said, what I think I better get out of this, knowing you, is I think I'm going to learn a lot about joint attention, which is something that she talks about a lot, and then just family-centered therapy, and I did get that.
She's really concerned about families of different cultural backgrounds, and sometimes they don't have access to services because their languages are different and their culture is different, and sometimes there's a mismatch between the people that are serving them and the people that need the help. And Betty is very committed to overcoming some of those barriers.
She has a really passion about what she does, and she inspires students like myself who are just starting this field.
She's taught me a lot about the difference between a language difference and a language disorder. I think that's really important when you're working with clients from diverse backgrounds.
Betty is like the mom away from home. She's always like just making sure that you understand everything, and if you don't understand it the way that she explains it the first time, she'll reword it for you, or she'll give you resources to go out and, figure it out.
She really takes the time to design her lessons so that the students feel like they're the ones in control of their education.
What I've learned from Betty is that there's a lot of give and take between the person that you're working with and then you as the professional, that there's a lot of reciprocity there. And I think that's what I've learned the most from Betty.
She applied for a federal grant, and these federal grants are really competitive. They're really hard to get. And it supports students who want to specialize in the area of autism. It gives them extra stipend money and requires them to do extra work as well.
Project Common Ground was, it's a certificate to help us, speech pathologists, to acquire knowledge in the autism spectrum.
One of the most important components of this training grant is respite care. So our students are going out and actually working with families, supporting them by giving the parents some time away to maybe go and get a massage or go shopping. Some of the things that are really, really hard when you have a child who has autism. And they come back from that experience transformed, just completely transformed. Because these issues that we talk about in classes, like supporting families, really our students have lived that. And so they know exactly what it means when a parent says, I need some time away.
I'm in awe at how she can balance all of these things, being an advisor and being on committees for students' master's theses, and also teaching classes and then doing her own research and delivering talks at conventions and conferences. It's really amazing how she can balance all that and then just stay so calm.
Betty does everything, I have to say, everything well. Everything that she touches sort of turns to gold. She has that golden touch. And she's able to bring her energies and considerable amount of thinking to everything she does.
I think in the next 5 years to 10 years, there's going to be a whole generation of clinicians that will be experts in family-centered care and will feel comfortable administering that kind of therapy, as well as having real understanding of the disorder of autism. And that's such a needed combination.